Okay, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do.
This is what you're not gonna do. That's the type of episode you want. We can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Currently, man. Shut the f up.
Sheffield United at home. Barrington Diaz and Oliver Burnley have something for you.
They play little jokes. Barrington Diaz and they got something for you. We'll see. We'll see come end of the season what you got on the table. European trophies. How many have you won in those last 12 years?
0.
You won one.
Europa League, yes.
Yeah, we won. Okay. We won one, right? Yeah.
Cool.
So when it comes to now FA Cups and Carling Cups, yeah, we can do the tit for tat. I think we probably still edge you on that. Anyway, even when it comes to domestic cups, the last 12, we probably beat you on that as well.
The facts are, if you're finishing 14th, you're not great. And I'm saying, second place Arsenal, no trophies. I will take that 10 years in a row, then finishing 14th and win the FA Cup.
You're full of
Elias,
shit.
how is it? Yeah, and I think you're full of shit.
That's why I was challenging, because you don't make it seem like the guy didn't get goals.
How many goals did he get last season? 8. It was last season.
8. It says 8 here.
So that's one more than Rashford then.
Arsenal Football Club, I'm like, there is a good opportunity for them to win the title. Arsenal fan base, I dare you to fumble it, brother. Because if you fumble it, I'm onto you. That's how I look at it. I'm gonna be there for you didn't even let me finish. You just jumped.
Brother.
You know, and you know what I was referring to as well.
Listen. Raise your words, not your voice.
Anthony! Yeah! Raise your voice! Raise your voice! Raise your voice! Raise your voice, not your voice. I'm raising my voice now.
What is this guy?
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What top 5 you smoking on, Sharky?
You locked the door, bro. It's 3 teams now.
It's 3 teams.
Last season the percentages were higher because there were 2 teams.
Yeah, but 2 weeks ago you were moving like you're the big 3. See, instead of talking about big 3 in the rap game, you're talking. Let's bring it to football. This is J. Cole over here. Because let me tell you why it's J. Cole. He was last 2 weeks ago throwing jabs. He thought he could say what? Then all of a sudden what happened? I can't sleep no more. I can't sleep. It's eating away at my heart. That's you right now. You're deep in it. You're clocking it. You ain't got the minerals for it. You're deep in it. You're not built for this. I think the most special present. This one's for you, brother.
5-litre bottle of water. What's that for?
I think it's a teardrop from every single fan from that stadium. The reason why I got this big bottle for you is because just to remind you how much of a big bottle job your team is. Right. So, second half. Oh, shoot. Where did that line go?
One game.
Yeah, I can't take these.
One game. 2024.
Oh, I did.
And everyone was dancing.
You know what it is for Arsenal fans? You know what? It's every year it's the same story. Yeah? You got smoke from Man United all the time. Always got something to say about Manchester United. But what you need to do is you need to look in the mirror. You're not as good as you think you are. Yo, my people, welcome back to the channel. And as you can see in the title of the video, we are doing a face-off for the Arsenal versus Manchester United game at the Emirates Stadium this Sunday. Now, of course, this is one of the biggest fixtures of the season. I think it's a fixture that both me and you always look at every time the calendar gets released. And yeah, you know, it's pride is on the line. It's bragging rights are on the line. And here I have my arch nemesis, someone who, over the years, we've gone, I mean, we're good friends, but we've had a lot of back and forths. They put this up there with the Rock, the John Cena's, the, what do you want to call it?
Although it's a lot calmer on this channel, it's a lot more...
It's a lot more calmer, but I'm hoping today things might spice up a little bit, you know? Of course, Man United just coming off the back of the win against Man City.
Thank you for that, by the way.
No, it was good, but you guys didn't do anything with it.
We gained an extra point.
Extra point, nah, I don't think that extra point is what you wanted. I don't think that's what you wanted.
It's not the worst thing.
It's not the worst thing, but you know, everybody was talking about how, you know, we done you a favor. You guys couldn't do yourselves a favor. You know, just all you had to do was win. All you had to do was win, but unfortunately,
games this season.
you have. But there's still a lot of games to play.
Of course.
Obviously, Sunday being one.
Yep.
How are you feeling going into that game? What's your confidence saying?
Firstly, I want to say we're filming this Wednesday night.
Yes, we are.
Because I'm leaving to Qatar on Friday morning.
Yes.
So no matter what happens in the game, I won't be in the country. So no ducking comments, please. I'm letting you guys know now, even though this isn't SDS, I know we share audience. No ducking comments, please. Even though I don't think we're going to lose anyways.
But he planned this trip.
Even though we're not going to lose, I'm just saying, if anything goes wrong, don't think I'm ducking. I'm leaving on Friday morning. I'm going to be watching the game in Qatar.
Guys, just to let you know, the match for hope, the fixture that he's obviously involved in is next Friday, right?
Yeah.
So he chose to leave this
I
week.
have to go early.
No,
I've got to get treatment. I've got to get treatment.
No, he chose
I'm
to
not
leave. He
100%.
chose to leave this weekend.
I have to get treatment.
Just in case.
I'm not worried. I feel good.
Yeah?
I feel good. We're playing guys at home. I feel good.
Nah, I feel
We're
good
a strong
as well.
team. Like, why wouldn't I feel good, bro?
Yeah, it's of course it's a fixture that form goes out the window. Let's be honest. There's no such thing as form when
I
we go
don't
into
like
this
that
game.
saying that
But
much.
that's true though.
No, it doesn't fully go out the window. Though. Form is still important. But I know what you mean. It just means teams are more pumped up.
Yes.
Form's not going to go out the window. End of the day, if you're a strong team, you're a strong team. But the only reason I am a little bit concerned is you guys do it in the big games. And it's not a Carrick thing. You guys do it in the big games with Amarim. Like,
Yeah, it's true.
It's a United thing. You beat now because Liverpool have dropped off. Yeah, cool. But before they fully dropped off, you beat Liverpool at Anfield this season. You know, you beat us first game of the season at Old Trafford. You know, so you guys are good in the big games, man.
Now, the only reason why I say that, obviously, historically, the fixture, there's been times where you guys have been bad and you've got results over us. We've been bad and still managed to get results over you. So that's why I only say form goes out the window. There's certain games I feel like this is a fixture where, honestly, we could lose 5 games in a row. We'll come into this game and look like a completely different team. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason why I say that. Yeah,
the league leaders.
Nah, for sure. So what we're going to do today, though,
talk
there's
to
a lot of statements that are going to be read out. Some of them you might say are controversial. Some of them, obviously, we might agree or disagree. But that's the aim of the game. The statements are going to get thrown in, and we have to either agree or disagree and discuss where we stand. Yeah?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, you fine with it?
I always speak my truth. So, people don't always love it.
No, they don't. But I just think it's not necessarily the truth. It's the delusion.
He's finally, you know, when you keep going, and it finally clicks. They call you mad, and then a genius. This season, I'm on track to be a genius. Everything I've been saying from before the season started has been going the way even down to the T of Venice footage. I said earlier in the season, wait till right now. We've got Gyökeres Havertz injured. When Jesus comes back, he's gonna give us a good 3. Now, who's scoring most of our goals? Jesus. Even down to that, I said people looking at me, he's gonna go in January. No, I said Jesus is gonna come back right time.
Nah, fair play.
Right, hey, I'm on track to be a genius.
But you know what it is? I feel like there's been times where you have been on track and things have completely derailed.
Of course,
so you know me being the hater that I am. It's
Yeah,
never
but then-
over. It's never
yeah,
over
but
till it's over.
You had the little towel next to your seat. The magic towel, the Moroccan, the Senegalese had. You had the towel next to your seat. No one removed the towel. You just sat in that towel.
So you're gonna fight me for that towel?
Yeah, you had to.
You're gonna fight.
No, but every time you hit Arsenal, you had a little towel on the floor.
Crazy.
Now
so
this season,
so you got rid of that towel?
we removed it. That's why it's not working. Your little attempts aren't working.
I'm gonna bring it on Sunday.
Nah.
I'm gonna bring that towel on Sunday.
Never, man.
Listen,
Let's hear the statement.
yeah, let's hear the first one.
Arsenal's second team is better than Man United's first team.
You said this before, right?
I didn't say United specifically. I said I think I said they can good enough to finish in the top 4.
Yeah.
And I don't think you are. So technically, then yeah.
So you agree with the statement?
Without going, I'm gonna say agree, but I'm happy to go through the teams.
Okay. I'm
So
gonna
we
disagree.
also
100%. I'm gonna disagree. I think that's a wild statement.
Kepa or Lamens?
Lamens.
I don't think it's crazy to say Kepa.
Lamens. Kepa. Let's be real. Kepa over the course of his Premier League career has never lived up to the expectations.
Last season, Bournemouth
he's been
was amazing.
but he's been inconsistent.
But
Bournemouth maybe because of the team.
I'm just saying, look, at worst,
Okay,
they're
Kepa
the same
Lamens.
level. Like it's whatever.
Okay, I'm still gonna back Lamens on that.
I'm gonna back Kepa, and that's not me being biased. I'm just thinking there's not too crazy much difference between them. I'll back her up, Ben White.
Ben White.
He's better than
Mazraoui or Dalot. I don't think personally.
Dallot's not Ben
Dalot-
White's better than Dalot.
He is, but Mazraoui I'll back.
You know what? For me, there's a similar thing to the Kepa Lemons. I like Mazraoui. I don't think Ben White. I think Ben White's slightly better, but same thing. This is our backup right back, and I'm saying it's the same level or slightly better than your main right back.
No, okay.
So I'm gonna go Ben White still,
cool.
not me being deluded.
All right.
Cool. You have to go back 4 now. It's a new character.
Okay, yeah,
100%.
100%.
You can't compare it if you do Amarim.
Any combination of our centre backs. Go on.
Mascara, and I'm gonna go back. Mascara. Let's go Mascara and Nkapia. I know Nkapia plays left back right now, but he's a centre back. Yeah, let's go Mascara and Nkapia. You're gonna go De Ligt and Maguire, or you're gonna go Sandro?
For me, it doesn't even matter what combination I go with. I don't think that them two are in this current moment in time better than
Who
De
do you
Ligt,
go for?
Harry Maguire. Even Lissandro at his best, I don't think they're better than him. And I'll put Euro even ahead of them too as well.
No, not Euro.
I'll put Euro.
Definitely not Euro, not Heaven. De Ligt and Maguire have been good this season. Fair play to them. Mascara and Nkapia, I do think can both get into your team.
I don't think so.
Pretty comfortably.
No, I think you
Maybe
lost
more
it, bro.
so when you're playing a back three.
Mm.
I think they could both get into your starting lineup when it's back three. If you're gonna go the Ligt and Maguire, I say we go one each.
One each
I'll
is
give you the
mental.
Ligt.
They don't. None of them start ahead
I'll
of.
give you the Ligt. I'll give you
Maguire.
the Ligt, and then I'm gonna say Mascara goes in there.
Why does Mascara get ahead of
Oh,
Maguire?
he's class, man. Nah, he's no. You haven't.
I feel like any of our centre back can get into your team and they'll look good. They'll look much better than what they are at Man United.
Yeah, but not ahead of any of our centre backs. They're not gonna ahead of Gabriel
No,
Saliba.
no, of course, but that's my point. But I'm saying
the
even next to
discussion is
that,
our second choices can get in ahead. How many of them can get ahead of yours?
yeah, but
So
I think
I'll
that's
give you the
wild.
Ligt, and I'll take a Mascara.
So you would take Mascara over Harry Maguire?
Yeah.
That's a mental. That's mental though.
Well, you just gave him his name back. You just called him Liz Maguire, so you can't keep changing.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's different though.
you
That's
just
it.
gave him his name back.
But I'm saying there's
So
nothing
clearly you
about
don't
Mascara.
know your stuff.
No, I do, because with Mascara, we haven't seen even enough of him in this league to then
Yeah, but-
outweigh anything that Maguire's done throughout his career, whether it's England, whether it's Manchester United,
Yeah, but
even the
yeah,
last
but
2-3
obviously,
years
but
at
then
Manchester United.
You can't do. Then there's no. You can't compare anyone there.
Yeah.
Because some players you're comparing that have had a long career, like Casemiro.
Yeah.
And then you're comparing him to someone who's had a short career, but
But then what
based
is
on
Mascara
potential.
better than Maguire? On the ball,
A lot of
defensively,
things, a
in
lot
the
of
air,
things, a lot of
goal
things.
threat.
All
Like
of them.
what? He's better. So
Everything said outside of goal threat maybe and in the air.
that's mental. All right, cool. Let's move on to left back.
Go 1-1. Left back. Even though Cap is a backup left back right now, we'll go Miles because I already
Okay,
said
Miles
Capé
or
at
Luke
centre-back.
Shaw?
For left back, I'll give you Luke Shaw, even though you guys don't like Luke Shaw. I'll give
Yeah.
you Luke Shaw.
Okay. All right. Then in midfield. Now this is where I'm kind of interested to see. So
This will
you
be
got-
tough, yeah.
Yeah. Go on.
So our starts are Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard.
Yeah,
so
that's
our
the-
backup.
yeah.
I'm gonna go with. What we're gonna go with here? I'm gonna go with
Moreno.
Norgard, Marino, and Eze. So now let's see who gets
Okay.
in.
All right.
Yeah. So, what's your three? You're gonna
I'll-
put Kobe suddenly.
I'm
now.
gonna go Casemiro, Kobe, and
Kobe plays
but
one
I say,
game.
but that's my like in
And
my
Bruno.
opinion. My opinion, that's our best three.
Casemiro, Kobe, and Bruno.
100%. So who starts ahead of who?
You could argue Marino gets in ahead of Kobe. Could argue.
That's crazy. We're talking about ability.
We'll
but
go
them two.
Casemiro over Norgard. We'll go Bruno over Eze.
Okay, and I'm gonna
You
take.
could argue Marino gets in above.
I think Kobe.
Kobe.
I think midfield.
But
I think midfield though.
I like Kobe, so you can
Yeah.
have the midfield.
Okay, so entire midfield. So then, okay, so
It's
then
three.
we might as
So
well- we
my
might as
team
well-
now.
So we might as well
My
start-
team now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Arsenal players and 4 United right now. So
All right, cool. So it's even for
yeah,
you.
of course.
All right, cool. Let's go to the attack.
Now, okay, attack. We're gonna go
Madueke.
Martinelli,
Madueke on the right, no?
Noni,
Yeah.
and you could use Jesus Havertz.
Okay.
I get a striker comfortably straight away. They're better.
Yeah,
both of
right.
them are better than
Currently, yeah,
Sesko.
I'll give you that.
Both of them better than Sesko.
I'll give you that.
And then the wingers, who you gonna put? Cunha and Benmo.
I'm gonna put 100%. Yeah, I'll put Cunha. Actually, I could even put
You gonna put
Ahmad on
Dorgu?
one side. I could even put Ahmad on one
Ahmad.
side. I got Ahmad. I got Mboimo. I got Cunha. I don't think any.
And Boimo, 100%. And so now it's 5-5.
Oh yeah.
Come down to the last position, which is left wing.
Yeah. So let's say for example, I put Ahmad there, or I
think
put
Martinelli's better than
Cunha.
Ahmad.
Okay, so you and Cunha as well. I'm better than Cunha. I
I don't
know you
think
don't.
Cunha's that good. I think Ahmad's better than Cunha.
You think Ahmad's okay? Even so.
I'll give you that thing. So look, you won by 1, and our backup team.
For
Your main
no,
team.
no, for
What are
you.
gassed
That's
about?
for you.
What are you gassed
No,
about?
that's for
You won by
you.
1,
That's
your
for
main
you.
team against my backup
No,
team.
but that's for you.
You should win by 11.
That's for you though. That's your judgment.
Yeah.
And even then, that means you have to disagree with the statement.
Okay, I disagree now, but also I still take a bigger W from this in my head because I use my backup team against your main team,
Yeah.
and I almost got you.
No, I think you only got. I think personally, I think maybe 2 players. I think you get. I think it's the striker position and the right back. Possibly you can argue that
I'll
one.
agree to disagree.
Yeah. No, okay, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Next statement, please.
Bruno Fernandes would start in this Arsenal team.
Oh, absolutely agree. Absolutely.
Where?
Ahead of Odegaard or Eze, whoever plays in that camera. Obviously, Odegaard is the starter, so I'm going to say ahead of Odegaard for sure. You win a Premier League title with Bruno, by the way.
Wait. For Arsenal and Arsenal system and the way we play, I'm gonna say no. But I am gonna concede that I think Bruno is better than Odegaard. But I don't think he does better than Odegaard for Arsenal.
Okay, here's my hot take then.
That's what I think.
You want to know my hot take?
I'd love to.
You would have won the Premier League by now if you had Bruno.
Why?
Because the output, he's a creative machine. Like the Marina said, he constantly takes risks. I feel like the risk that Odegaard doesn't take, which kind of holds your team
is
back.
he as good off the ball as Odegaard
Yes,
is?
100%. His work rate. I think that's one of the most underrated part of Bruno's game. I feel like people overlook his work rate off the
I
ball.
feel like his work rate is high when he's frustrated.
Nah. I think that's
getting angry and chasing
No. I think
I don't know,
he's-
you watch it more than I do.
I think I would have agreed with that statement maybe 3 years ago. I would have agreed with that statement. I think
So
over
at
the last-
28, he randomly changed.
No, but I'm saying no. He became more disciplined because obviously, like, I think under Ten Hag is when he started to become more defensively disciplined in terms of when to press. I think before he was like a headless chicken. He would just press, like you said, out of frustration. Now I think since Ten Hag, I think he's learned to be more disciplined, and I think his defensive side and his work rate has always been good. I just think it's like you said, a bit more erratic.
I'm not gonna sit and say our team is perfect and we don't need anyone. Bro. Like in my head, I'll still love a better striker, for example.
Yeah.
And a better, maybe another winger on the left side. So yeah, Bruno's the only one in your team that I will take. So I think Bruno can get into our team.
Yeah.
perform.
Okay,
So
no,
I agree.
first. Next statement.
Man United's front three is better than Arsenal's front three.
Yes, I agree.
Also front three again.
Mbeumo. Let's just say, just to keep it simple, I'm gonna say Mbeumo, Sesko, and Cunha.
Cool.
Either could throw Ahmed in there, but I'm gonna say Cunha.
I don't think they're better than Saka, Trossard, Jesus.
Nah, that sounds
Saka,
weak to me.
Trossard, Havertz.
That don't have
Saka,
goals. in
Trossard,
it.
Gyökeres.
That don't sound threatening to me.
Why?
It just doesn't sound threatening to me. Bukayo,
Okay, so Trossard's
Bukayo's one of the best.
a better goal scorer. This in general.
Yeah.
And Mbeumo obviously is a good goal scorer for Brentford, not for United.
Yeah.
Just a better goal scorer than your whole front three. Saka's
Not
better.
Mbeumo.
Saka's a better goal creator than, well, as good as all of them. And you haven't got striker that scores goals. Gyökeres scored the most goals in Europe last season as a striker. Got the best striker
I disagree again.
at the Ballon d'Or.
I completely disagree. I think Mbeumo, you said goal scorer, Trossard being a better goal scorer than our front three. He's not a better goal scorer
Who was the
than
best goal
Mbeumo.
scorer in Europe last season?
Who in Europe? Last season.
Victor Gyökeres.
Oh, but that's playing in Portugal. Come on, brother. You're doing the shameless thing.
I'm
That's
just saying.
in Portugal.
And I didn't even put him forward.
That's it in Portugal. We're talking about in Arsenal. Bro. Look how he's been performing this season, bro. He's been found out. Let's be honest with
No,
you.
he hasn't.
Yes, he is.
He's scored a lot of goals.
He's a player that you can clearly see is struggled to adapt in the Premier League. Yes, maybe in Europe he looks a little bit
Let's see
better.
your whole front three. If any
Yeah.
of them have scored more goals this season than Gyökeres.
I think Mbeumo does. If I'm not
I
mistaken,
don't know.
I might be wrong.
You could be right, man. You could be right. Don't say
I
you
think-
might be wrong. You might be right. So Mbeumo has 8 goals all comps this season.
Yeah,
For
but I'm
United.
saying in the league.
7, even less.
Oh, okay.
7.
And what
I'm
about
checking-
Gyökeres?
Yeah, I'm checking all comps though. You only play one. You only play one.
No,
league?
no. You remember your guy's a 70 million pound striker, yeah? Just remember that.
Oh, now you're bringing.
No, I'm just saying. Remember, he is a 70 million pound striker
No, it
that's
wasn't
played
pound-
pretty
that
much
wasn't
every
pounds.
game.
That wasn't pounds. No,
what's it?
don't twist the
So was it
narrative.
63
It
million
was a lot
pounds?
less
Sorry,
than that.
sorry,
And
63
Gyökeres
million.
has 8 as well. All comps.
8. So
Same amount
and
of goals.
he's been literally been signed to school goals. He's the
but
striker.
Mbeumo's-
Played every game.
Mbeumo's played in the Premier League.
By the way,
already, bro.
Mbeumo went AFCON.
Huh?
Mbeumo went AFCON. I came
Yeah,
back.
but he's already played in the Premier League.
Wait, no, but that's not the point I'm trying to make. I'm saying you want to give me stats this season. I brother left
Yeah.
football for a month.
And
I came
Gyökeres
back.
was injured, so he also left for a month. He was injured.
Yeah, oh, come on. Listen, the guy has had enough minutes, enough games in an Arsenal team, yeah, where he's got a lot of talent around him, where everyone said that he was going to translate his goal scoring from Sporting to Arsenal, and clearly he's not a right fit. Let's be honest with you. He does not fit the team. Does not fit the technicality of the team. He's struggling. Yes, he will still get goals because the chances are inevitable. He will get the goals, especially in Europe when teams play a lot high line. But he is not a
is your
fit
best
for your
front
team,
three
and
better
you
than our
know
best
that.
front three, though?
100%. I think
I don't think
Mbeumo
so.
is a better. I think in terms of output, he's
He's
better
not better
than
than Saka.
I think he's better than Saka.
Can't put him in the same conversation.
I think Mbeumo's a better than
They're not even
Saka.
in the same conversation.
Why not? Because one
Saka's
played
in
for
the-
Brentford.
Saka's in the conversation. Not really.
What?
Not really, because Semenyo played for Bournemouth, and this guy played in the top players. Mane played for Southampton. He's, for me, one of the best of all time. It's not about who you played for, because
Yeah. He's a more of a goal threat, though.
Saka, I'm saying he's not in the same conversation. Saka's in conversations with Salah and Yamal. Salah is best, and Yamal and them lot.
Yeah.
Don't put him in conversation with Mbeumo.
Why not?
He's in conversation with Elise and them lot.
Why is he not in
There's
conversation with
different
Saka?
combos.
This season, Arsenal
There's
fans are
different
criticising
combos.
Saka. They're saying, yo, what's going on?
Don't say Arsenal fans as a whole, bro.
Listen,
You can't say.
listen, that's what they're
Arsenal fans.
saying, though.
It's like saying, oh, in the last week, 2 black people
Yeah.
done something. Now
Okay.
all black people are bad.
Yeah.
No, you can't say Arsenal fans are saying this. That all Arsenal. No, that's what you're doing now.
Okay.
You're discriminating
Can I-
against Arsenal fans because you see 1 or 2. Okay, City fans want Pep out. I've seen a bunch of City fans say
Yeah.
Pep out recently.
Okay. How old is Saka?
How old?
Yeah, how old is Saka?
24, 25.
24, 25. The way you lot still talk about this guy, like he's still
He's
a
not
young...
Ahmad.
he's
Don't
still,
act like he's Ahmad.
No, hold on, he's
Don't
still a
act like
young
he's
kid,
Ahmad.
yeah?
No one
It's
says he's a
killing
young
me.
kid.
You know, there's only 2 year gap between Saka and Mbeumo.
No one says
You know
he's a
that?
young
And
kid.
obviously, one's trajectory is different
Yeah,
because one
but-
had to work his way up to get to Manchester
but Mbeumo
United.
looks
One was
31.
in the Arsenal Academy. Of course, he's had much longer period of terms of playing at the highest of levels.
We're not having a
playing
Saka and Mbeumo
but I'm just saying.
Okay, I'm not entertaining the Saka.
Who's more of a goal threat? Who
Saka.
is more of a goal threat?
Saka.
But then, so why has Saka not scored 20 Premier League goals in a season, whereas Mbeumo has?
Okay, both Luton strikers scored.
Even this season,
double digits
who's got
in
more?
their
Okay,
first
even this season, who's got more goals this season? Saka or Mbeumo?
Saka's been injured.
Oh, okay, he went AFCON. It's even. He went AFCON.
Okay.
So why is he not scoring more goals than him then?
Who's got more goals as a club? Who's top of the league?
But that's not the conversation we're having right now. We're talking about the attack.
Because we've got such a strong team. Saka doesn't have to score all the goals. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay, and I agree
I'm
with
not
that
judging him for
statement.
goal
But then
scoring.
also you could argue at Man United, there's Bruno, there's Cunha, there's other people that he could share goals with as well. I'm just saying, compared man to man.
Okay, and Mbeumo's a better goal threat. Does that make him a better player?
I think personally, Mbeumo is a better player. I think Saka's been more consistent in terms of obviously because he's been in the league longer.
I don't
He's
agree.
been playing at a higher level. So of course he's got.
I don't think Saka and Mbeumo are on the same level.
He's got more. What do you call it? He's got not a heavier CV. What's the word? He's got more mileage. That's how I say it. But Saka's got more mileage. That's why he's rated above Mbeumo. But I think that if Mbeumo had the same amount of time at a top club like Saka has, I think.
But he hasn't.
I think
So I don't
he has
know.
because he played for Brentford and he only joined
Yeah.
Manchester United this summer.
He
And
played for a long time.
like
He
before
feels better.
Brentford,
He
he
would've
was
left a long
playing in
time
like
ago.
the French second division or whatever it was.
If it was better, he would have left a long time ago.
Yeah, but of
He
course,
deserved his move.
Everyone's career is
But he made a
different.
downward step, you know.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Where did Brentford finish last season? Top 10.
So he made a downward step. Cool.
Do you know what I mean? So
Wait,
it's not like he made a big move.
Okay, so he never
He
made
moved from like 8th to like 15th, bro.
Okay. So what's that got to do
He
with this
regressed.
statement? What's that got to do with the
Because you're
statement?
trying to say, oh, Mbeumo now he's at top
Okay,
level.
as a collective.
Yeah, but what do
Cunha
you
on the
mean
left.
if he was at top level for longer? He's at top level now.
I'm saying, I'm talking about he's got more mileage in the Premier League in terms of he's played at Arsenal in the Premier League a lot
And
longer.
Mbeumo's played for Brentford in the Premier League like 7
No,
years.
he was playing in the Championship, then worked into the Premier League, and
Yeah,
he
but
had to work. He
how
had
many
to work
seasons
his
has
way
Mbeumo played in
up.
the Premier League? Like 8 seasons, 7 seasons?
Nah, definitely not 7 seasons. Nah, it's not.
Okay,
No.
so if you're saying Championship, Brentford got promoted 7 years ago. So
7
how could
years
he win
ago.
the Championship and not be here 7 seasons?
He hasn't been in the Premier League for 7 years, my brother.
He hasn't, because he hasn't.
Yeah, he has
He
not
was
been
in the
Premier
Championship with them.
Let me check.
He wasn't
I
in the
think
Championship.
he was in the Championship with
He
them.
didn't get
but
from- then
maybe-
he's been there for 7 seasons minimum then.
But they
He
haven't
can't
been
be
in the
good.
league for 7 years.
They had. They got here 2018, 19 season.
Okay, I might have to double check that.
2019
I might
maybe?
have got that wrong. I have to double
They got
check
it
that.
2019, 20 season. So this is 2026 now, 7 years. Who were the first game in the Prem, bro? Arteta's first full season.
When did they come? Shaib?
It was Arteta's second season or third season, maybe.
Thank you very much.
So you got fact checkers on your channel.
You
got fact checkers on
I
your
got
channel?
fact checkers on my channel.
Then that doesn't help
That's
me with my
crazy.
agenda.
That's crazy.
Doesn't help
So
my
that
agenda.
agenda was awful.
That doesn't help my agenda.
And Bremer moved to England in August 2019 and joined Championship side Brentford.
Yeah.
So he was in the Championship.
He was.
And I was right. It was
So how many
2019.
seasons done Prem?
2019 is when Saka made his debut and was playing left back for Unai Emery.
So that wasn't him at a high
Yeah,
level.
so I'm
But
just saying.
the question was different to what we're talking about now.
Yeah, that was a good try. That was a very good
I
attempt.
didn't know you
though.
had fact checkers. I didn't know you were there yet. So I tried to get you. You know when you play a different league, yeah? You play a different
Yeah,
league,
you tried
They
different.
got VAR.
Yeah. So you tried different things.
So because they got VAR, I can get away with offside goal. You know,
You tried it. You thought it was a Carabao Cup
I
game.
thought we did have goal
You thought
line
it was a
technology.
Carabao Cup
Yeah,
game.
you know, I thought I was playing away at Port Vale. You know, so I thought, cool, no goal line technology, no VAR. I can get away with it. This guy's got VAR.
Come on. We got the technology here,
This guy's
man.
got VAR. I wouldn't do that on SDS. You know, SDS, I wouldn't even try to do a ridiculous fake back like that. Cause I know they'll get me. First, man, you've done well.
Alright, so listen, as a collective, I'm gonna say Cunha's better than Trossard.
No, the thing.
As a collective,
The thing was front three against front three.
yeah, I think striker
I
you win.
disagree because I'm thinking Saka. I prefer Saka, Trossard, even Saka, Martinelli, and then we've still got 3 different strikers we can put up there.
Yeah. I think the
I
strikers
think
you
all
win.
3 of our strikers are better than Saka.
100%. I agree right now.
And then I'm going to take Saka guarantees of my right winger. Whether it's Trossard, Martinelli, they both have share minutes. I think our front three is better than your front three.
Okay, so we're gonna agree to disagree on that one then.
Yeah.
We have to. All right, next statement.
Arsenal's defense is overrated.
Disagree.
Disagree. I disagree as well. I think you have one of the best defense, or probably the best defense in Europe. In my
100%.
opinion.
If you're talking about Europe,
Yeah.
we
But
played 7 games.
yeah.
Conceded 2 goals.
Yeah.
And in those 7 games, we played Atletico Madrid,
Yeah.
Bayern Munich, Inter Milan.
Yeah.
We played some good teams.
Mm.
And played 7 games, we conceded 2 goals.
Yeah. No.
0 losses. And that also in Champions League we rotate our defense.
Yeah.
So I mean that's even me hoping how strong our defensive depth is because we play Mosquera in Champions League, we're playing Capi in Champions League. Going over to the Prem, obviously we can see the goals now, but there was a point where how many clean sheets did we have in one single month? It was insane. You know, I think October we had like every game was a clean sheet. We were talking about the record, so it can't be overrated if it's the best in Europe.
No, I don't have anything bad to say about Arsenal's defense. Genuinely, I think they are the best, and they're the best for a reason. I think all the stats back it up. I'll only say two things. I'll say that your defense carries your team for sure, but Fergie did famously say defense is what wins you titles, and that scares me. I can't lie to you. That phrase there scares me because right now I feel like the reason why you are on the top of the league and top of the Champions League is because of your defense. It's hard to score against Arsenal. It's hard to get chances against your team.
I always say, you can have a strong attack. I get it. Like Liverpool won the league by outscoring opponents.
Yeah,
but you can score 4-5 goals and lose.
Yeah, it's true.
6-5. Yeah, you can score 5 and lose 6-5.
Yeah,
if you concede 0, you'll never lose. It's impossible.
Yeah, it's true. No, you're right. You
can't lose. If you concede 0, you're drawing 0-0 at worst. If you score 5, you can still lose 6-5. So I also agree defense is more important than attack.
Yeah, for certain. It's the foundation.
It might make me seem boring.
Yeah,
but at the same time, Arsenal top of the league, Champions League, SDS have been to 2 finals. Yeah, same fundamentals. We work up the defense first and build up.
No, it's a real thing. And of course, if Sir Alex says it, then it must hold weight. You know what I mean? But what I will say though, David Raya is overrated. I think he's a good keeper. I think he does the job. I think when he's called into action, he does what he needs to do. He can only face against what he can only do with what he's faced against. But I think he's overrated. I think you could put any competent good keeper in Arsenal's team, and I think you'd be all right.
So if I had Ramsdale back, you think we'll still be where we are now?
I think because Ramsdale was second where he had I think second most clean sheets in the season, the 2022-23 season. I think he was joint. If I might be mistaken, he might have been joint. I'm not too sure. Either one off or he was joint from the Golden Glove anyway. So I
don't agree.
I think do you know what it is?
If we had Onana I think Ramsdale. I think if we had Onana or Bayindir in goal, wouldn't.
But I think Raya's better than Ramsdale though.
But I'm saying if we had Onana and Bayindir in goal, where would we be?
You definitely would have conceded a few more goals for sure. That's why I said good competent keeper. They're not good competent keepers.
But Raya's also not a good competent keeper. He's a world class goalkeeper.
I feel okay.
And he's that also because maybe the standards of keepers have dropped.
No, I do. Yeah, I agree.
He's one of the best in the world.
I agree, but you mentioned Bayindir. I don't see them as good keepers. But I've said if you had Lemens, I think you'd be all right. If you had
Lemens isn't as good.
Let's say if you had,
I don't agree with that point, but
maybe you could throw in. Who's a decent keeper in the league? I'm trying to think of some decent keepers. Why am my mind gone? I think Pickford's not great with the ball at his feet, so it would be a bit of a struggle for him. I'm thinking about decent competent keeper, decent on the feet. Yeah, like a Lemens. I think if you had Lemens, I think he would look good. I think he would look better than what he was currently doing at Man United if you had Lemens.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people would.
Yeah.
Better coaching.
Yeah. No, I agree. I just think I think as a unit, it says more. I think your defensive stats says more as a unit rather than goal, because he's got back-to-back Golden Gloves, but I don't think that's a real representation of him.
But that's how it is though. Like, you can say the same thing about Victor Valdez in the prime Barca days.
No, but De Gea won Golden Gloves with and he was in shocking Man United teams. Remember in our bad era,
he's a good keeper.
That's what I'm saying.
He's underrated.
In our bad era, he won Golden Gloves.
Underrated goalkeeper in Premier League history.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. So that's why I say that, innit? But that's just me, innit? That's just me. Next statement.
Arsenal losing this game would be embarrassing.
Ooh.
I agree. Losing at home to Man United is shameful.
Why am I stuck on this one? Because I don't think it's embarrassing, because obviously you're losing to Man United. It's not embarrassing. You know what I mean? We won there last season with 60 minutes playing with 10 men in the cup. Knocked them out of the cup. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, and historically we've had, we had their number over them for quite some time. Do you know what I mean? We've had some big results some big results against them.
It's a long time. Can't lose to United, especially at Emirates. Can't lose to United.
I think given the context of the season, I think, I would agree that it would be embarrassing, because you saw what happened in the opening day of the season. He was a better player than him.
He beat Pep.
You know he was a better player than him, right?
Debatable.
He was a better footballer than him.
Debatable.
You don't believe that. You don't believe that, man.
Why does that matter, bro?
It doesn't matter, but I just wanted the point score.
Wayne Rooney's the best Premier League player ever. He's shit.
I just wanted the point score. It didn't matter. I just wanted the point score on you.
Thierry Henry, how good is he?
Yeah, he's a horrible manager.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a horrible manager.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but but I'm just saying it'll be embarrassing, because obviously you're in a position where you know, the context is that you're trying to win a title. We have had a great season. It's been a bit turmoil. If we were now to beat you at your ground and derail you, I think from that aspect, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, if we were to play you now at Old Trafford, I don't think it would be embarrassing. But if we're playing you at home, then we can't lose at home.
So yeah, I'll agree. It would be embarrassing.
Man United fans would swap projects with Arsenal in a heartbeat.
Say it, bro. Just say it.
Projects. Disagree.
Well, because I've won a title.
Yeah, and not just a title in the 6 years, because your project's been 6 years, right? In the 6 years, obviously, your biggest achievement is. Do you want to count the FA Cup the first 6 months?
Sure.
Yeah, so let's just say you won your FA Cup in the first 6 months.
100%. I'll tell you.
And then after that, it's just been second, pretty much for majority of that time. In the same 6 years, yes, we've been transitional. We've had up and downs, and we've been through hell. But in that period, we've been to
hell was fun, yeah?
We've been to. It was very fun.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very fun.
So you can go back in time.
Yeah.
You keep your because you won what FA Cup, Carabao Cup.
No, but I'm saying we've been to 3 finals, 4 finals actually. Apologies, we've been to 4 finals in that time. We obviously won 2 cups, won 2, lost 2. We finished second. We've qualified Champions League a couple of times in that period. And on the other side, I don't think have you guys even been to a final yet? Any competition in the 6 years? So you haven't been to a final. You finished second on countless occasions. You haven't won any trophies. Why would I want that project? And you're not guaranteed to win a trophy. I mean, yes, right now you're sitting in a nice, comfortable position.
Who's your manager right now?
Right now, my manager is our club legend, Michael Carrick.
Who's your manager next season?
I don't know.
So you're happy with how the project's gone, yeah?
No, it's
like you wouldn't swap it with how ours has gone. And you're happy to have gone through everything you've gone through over the last few seasons. And you wouldn't do it the way we done it.
No, because we can, as bad as our season is, you've seen how crazy football is. One season you could be like Leicester in relegation, and the next season you could be Premier League champions. Football, anything can happen. So, you know, who's to say Man United don't win the Premier League next season? Who's to say Man United don't win the Premier League next season? With Michael Carrick, who knows? With Michael Carrick, who knows? So for me, I'm going to disagree with that statement. I don't think we want their project. Their project is a loser project.
It's clearly
It's
not.
the loser project. It's the loser copium delusional project.
Okay,
That's what I call it.
So, can I speak? So our project, this project, started, let's say 6 years ago-ish. And it started at a point where we were... No one's ever going to be as bad as you guys.
Yeah.
15th is impossible for us.
Yeah.
We finished 8th couple seasons in a row.
Yeah.
And for me, that was whoa. Like, we're in hell, like you said.
Yeah.
That was 8th.
Yeah.
Right now, you'll cut off arms to be 8th, to finish 8th. But that's what we were.
Yeah.
Now, in five and a bit years, we are the best team in the world.
Yeah.
In 5 years. Do you know 5 years in the grand scheme of things isn't a long time
Okay.
to get rid of players, change the whole squad,
Yeah.
enough talent, turn players into world-class players, bring the right squad together at the right time, change directors of football, sporting directors, different coaching staff. Carlos Cuesta's gone, Gabriel Hines is here, that guy's gone. In 5 years now, we've gone from similar to where you are now and how Chelsea fans feel, because you were there, we were similar to there,
Yeah.
to now, best team in England, objectively.
Well, in this season, on the table, yeah.
I said now.
Yeah.
Best team in England. 7 points clear the Premier League, 22 games in.
Yeah.
Is amazing. We've got 16 games left to win it, but 22 games in, we're 7 points clear.
Yeah.
You go over to the Champions League, 7 wins from 7, 2 goals conceded, 1 foot in the door of the Carabao Cup final.
Yeah.
And of course, FA Cup had just started, but we're now in the fourth round of FA Cup. We're on track for a quadruple. So,
Now, carry on, finish. I'll let you finish. Go on.
what did I say? That was wrong.
You saw what happened to Liverpool in the Champions
What did I
League.
say
They finished
that was
first. You are one foot in there.
Okay, cool. So let me finish.
Okay, go on.
So the project,
Yeah.
where we are right now, knowing all of that,
Yeah.
if I went back 6 years now, because you've been in this mess for 13 years, whatever, 12 years. If I said to you 6 years ago, who did you have in charge 6 years ago? Early days? Oli. If I said in 6 years, you're going to be, without a manager still, you just finished 15 seasons before, now you're 22 games in your 5th place, you're not in any other competition, you're going to play the least games you've ever played in your life, in like 100 years. You're out the Carabao Cup in the first round, out the FA Cup in the first round. You're not in the Champions League, you're not in Europe. So you're playing 40 games because you have to play 38 games in the Prem. So you're playing the minimum games that's possible. No big 6 teams has ever done that. No top 10 teams have ever done that. And that's what you're going to be in 6 years. Or in 6 years, you could be. But in that 6 years, you won a Carabao Cup and an FA Cup.
Yeah.
Or I say to you, in the next 6 years, 6 years from today, you will be the best team in the world, regarded best team in the world, on track for a quadruple. And you've won one FA Cup in the meantime.
Yeah,
one FA Cup in the meantime.
Yeah.
One FA Cup in the meantime. You got one of the best managers in the world. It looks like you're gonna keep him for a long time, as long as he wants to stay. You know, you should probably give him a lifetime contract. Where would you rather be? You're gonna say this the first one.
Absolutely.
Then that's fine.
Absolutely, and the reason why I say that,
disagree,
I disagree. No, I'm not lying. No, because I'm not lying. And I'll tell you.
I don't like to talk to liars.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and,
So I'm not gonna
So
talk.
you want the truth then? So what's the difference between this project and Pochettino's Spurs project? What's the difference? I don't know. They went to a Champions
I
League
don't wanna
final.
talk to you.
They went to a Champions League final. Your team pretty much hasn't even gone to any final, whether it's Carabao, whether it's the FA Cup. You finished second most seasons. You haven't won a trophy since 2020. Like, what's the guarantee that you're going to win this season? There is no guarantee. You're saying that you're first in the Premier League. You're saying you're first in the Champions League. That's not a guarantee that you're going to win it. There's a guarantee that you're going to win it. Yes, you're in a very good
Did I say
position.
we're gonna
Favorable.
win it?
But I'm just saying, you could still, this season could still be disastrous for you. You could still end up not winning the title. You saw what happened to Liverpool when they finished first in the Champions League last season. They got knocked out in the first stage. In round 16, they were out. PSG knocked them out. So, I mean, it doesn't guarantee that you are going to be successful. You're playing, if you might potentially play Man City in a Carabao Cup final. They could, with all the experience that they have in the finals under Pep, beat you on that day. So, yes, you're in a nice position, again, but it could still end up like the season before, where you're so close to everything, but yet still don't achieve anything. I say right now, as it stands, your project and Pochettino's project, I don't see much difference in it. I'll be so real with you.
So-
one is glorified, one is like glorified, the other one is sometimes frowned upon a little bit.
So the facts are
Yeah.
what I've said. It's a fact that we're top of the league by 7
Yeah,
points.
it's a fact. No, it's a fact.
It's a fact that
Yeah.
we're 7 points, 7 wins out of 7, already confirmed Champions League knockout stages.
Facts.
That's a fact. It's a fact we're leading in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup, coming back to our home stadium.
Facts.
It's a fact we're still in the FA Cup.
Facts.
Facts, cool.
They're all facts.
Now, opinions. You are saying it's possible you can lose the Premier League race. It's possible you can lose the Carabao Cup. It's possible you can go out in Champions League.
Yeah.
It's possible you can go out in FA Cup.
Yeah.
In that same way it's possible, is it not possible we can win the Premier League after being 7 points clear right now
Yeah.
and go on to win it?
Yeah.
Is it not possible we can go on to win the Carabao Cup
Yeah.
because if we beat Chelsea, which we probably should, even
Yeah.
draw to them, we win the final. Is it not possible we can win the FA Cup? Is it not possible to win the Premier League? Is it possible the same way it's not possible we're going to do it? Because you're only focusing on, but you might not win it because it's not guaranteed. Is it not possible that we can win it? Wait.
It is possible. It is possible.
If it's
but history has shown me is...
Is it possible that you're saying it's possible we might not win anything?
Yeah.
Is it possible we might win all 4 of them?
It's always a possibility.
Okay, so but you're only focusing on one side of possibility because you don't like Arsenal. Now,
No, but what's the history showing? What's the history showing us though?
Wait, let me talk. I've done the facts now, and
Okay,
I've done
go
the
on.
possibilities
Yeah.
because you want to focus on one possibility, not the
Ah,
other. possibility. Cool. Now, there's the 2 possibilities. There's the facts there, that's guarantee, and then there's 2 possibilities.
Yeah.
This possibility is this side said we're going to win multiple. That one says we're going to win none.
Okay.
Now, based off how strong we are as a team, how well we've been playing this season at every competition, how good of a manager, highly rate Arteta, whether you rate him highly or not, but how good of a manager Arteta is, how good our players are, like top players. Now, these are the possibilities, forget the facts, because facts are facts.
Yeah.
What's more likely? If you had to take your Man United by its side, if you're a betting man, haram, you're not a betting man, but if you're a betting man, based off what's been going on this season, what's more likely if you had to go, it's life or death, and it's a line, it's like, stand on this side if you think it's going to... I'm not saying quadruple, I'm saying, let's say we win 2 or 3 trophies, and stand on this side if we win 0.
Okay.
What side would you stand on, genuinely speaking, if you're life or death?
I said, wallahi, God can strike me
You're
down.
going to stand on the side that says 0
listen.
trophies.
No, I like that you comparted it. I like that you did that. You know why?
Let me speak.
You know why? No, I like that you comparted. You put the facts here.
Yeah. If I had pen and paper, I would have drawn it for you.
I like that. You know why?
Yes.
Which possibility has happened more often or not?
I'm not talking about that.
No, but I'm just asking. That's the question I'm gonna ask. What have you seen over the last 6 years? Has this possibility happened or this possibility?
Yes, this one. We haven't won the trophy.
Yeah,
cool.
and that one's happened more often than
So
not.
you
So if I'm
wanna
gonna
go for
bet,
what- yeah.
I'm gonna go with safe, and I know what's gonna get me a return, which is this one.
Okay.
Which is you guys not again going another season without a trophy and again finish it second.
And you would lose your life.
Oh, why am I gonna lose my life?
RIP Liban.
You haven't seen that though. You haven't seen
1995 to
that.
2026.
You haven't seen that though.
Angel, Liban's world. Let's move on.
I'm crazy for going with the possibility that's happened more often than, which has happened every single time, than the possibility that's never happened. I'm crazy for going for this side.
R.I.P.
Have you seen this possibility?
Such a young soul. One life, 30 years is no way, no time to
Hey,
die.
this is what I mean. I hear
R.I.P.,
it.
man.
I hear it, man. You're right now. You're on your high horse.
I'm not on no high horse.
You're on your high horse.
I've only given facts, and I've said the facts are the facts, and now I'm going off what's more likely. I go probability. And
More likely
probability,
is this side.
And no, 1 second. Previous events never changes the outcome.
100%.
It doesn't.
100%.
If you're going to probability, if you're going off maps, you can't. Previous events don't determine the result of the future.
No, you're right. I'm saying I think Man City could.
I know probability.
I think Man City. If they were to play you in a final in a one-off game, I think they're favourites. If they're playing against your Carabao
Why are they
Cup,
favourites?
because of they got the experience, they've been there before, they've won trophies, they've been to finals.
everything
That's
depends-
gonna be your first final under this group of players. They're literally their first final in their Arsenal careers. Every single one of those players on the pitch, every single one of them is going into that game in their first final wearing an Arsenal jersey. Whereas you look at Man City side, probably more than half of them have. It's like their 10th final for some of these guys. So that's why I'm gonna give them the edge, because they've been there and done it multiple times. Especially the Carabao Cup. I think that's the trophy they won the most.
You're gonna look so
hold
stupid
on.
in the season, bro.
Oh, okay. And then Champions League, you still have the big team. Yes, you ran on
I
the
love
table,
how
you're
Arsenal
first.
United
But you
videos-
can lose to Barcelona.
Arsenal United videos turn into just Arsenal because you guys aren't in contention for any of these trophies, by the way.
I know we're not. I know we're not. I know we're not. I know we're not.
FA Cup.
I know we're
Who
not.
took you out of the FA Cup?
Uh,
At home to Brighton.
Brighton.
You had the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Who took you out of the Carabao Cup?
Grimsby Town.
Grimsby Town.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Right?
Go ahead,
You're
Karen.
not in any European competition. You
We're
took
not.
yourself out of that. Who
Yeah.
took out that Spurs?
Yeah.
And the Premier out of you're not in the Premier League high race. There's like
Yeah, but
30
we still got
points
top 4 to
There's like 30
play
points
for.
between us.
Yeah, go on. Which
So it's an Arsenal United video. So forget this. I don't need to talk about Arsenal's projections to
Yeah.
you. We're talking about Arsenal United on Sunday.
100%.
Why are we talking about Arsenal projections? Because wallahi, it's like I feel so dumb talking to you. I feel so dumb talking to you about.
All
No,
right.
why am I talking to you about winning the Carabao Cup when you're not in it, or the FA Cup or Champions League? We are. It's mad, bro.
It's mad. Oh, it's fine. But history has shown, even on SDS, whether it's wherever, history has shown at the end of the season, I've always been right. That's the facts. Right now, as it stands, if this was an NBA final series, right now I'm 3-0 up. It could be 4 by the end of the season. That's a sweep. That's not a rivalry. I'm beating your ass at this point.
Trust me. You've got a few months.
That's fine.
Enjoy it.
I'll enjoy it.
Enjoy it, because after May,
Yeah.
it's like you're gonna go into hiding for a couple years.
Nah, I'm not. Never go into hiding. Never, ever. You know me.
You've been on a parade for a few years now.
Yes.
You've been on a high.
Yes.
You've got a few months left of it. If I was to give you advice,
Yeah.
wallahi, dunk on everyone you can. Enjoy it. Hate on Arsenal. When you know the facts are the facts.
Okay.
You are seeing the best team in Europe and the team that's about to dominate English football for the next few years. And you know you're going to see that because Pep is going to be at the door. They're going to bring in Enzo Maresca. They're going to have to change their whole team. A little bit of a transition period. And let's look at the rest of the big six. Quote big six. Spurs are going to sack their manager next. Liverpool are struggling with their manager, or they don't like him, but they're going to stick with him because he won in the league, but it's not going to work for a long time. They're going to get rid of him. United got rid of their manager, by the way. Chelsea's manager is gone, by the way. And their new manager is talking about man age. And you know what I mean? And we're aging men.
Okay.
If you teach him the word therapist, he might be in trouble. And then Arsenal, the only team in that big six that are in a position where we look likely guaranteed to dominate English
That's not
football.
how football works,
So
bro.
enjoy it for the next 3
It don't work like that.
It doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work like that. So over here, when you talk about possibilities,
Enjoy it, man.
it's crazy for me to go off what history has shown me, but you're now going off a whole narrative that you've just created in your head that you have a presumption that you're going to dominate because of this team or that team. Well, it takes one summer for a whole team to change. Bro, you saw what Arsenal came. You were telling me that Man City and Pep were the reason why you couldn't win a title. Arsenal in his first season came in the summer and won the title over Arteta. You've seen the unpredictability of this league. So if that's your assumption, that's fine. I'm just saying Sunday,
Enjoy it.
Emirates
You got till
Stadium,
May, by the way, so
4:30. I am already there. It's not enough to hate. I need to participate in the demise of Arsenal Football Club, and we will be there when we take away the 3 points from you. And then now you start put you in and then start getting the club to start shaking, and all of a sudden now the nerves are feeling it. I'll be there.
And what about when we beat you 3-0?
Beat us 3-0. I would love to see that.
What are you going to do?
I would love to see that.
But what's going to happen then?
I'll concede. I'll concede and say well done.
And
you beat us.
And then City draw to Wolves, for example.
So City gonna draw to Wolves.
No, I'm
you're
saying,
gonna
what
beat
happens
us.
then?
But that's not gonna happen.
Why is that? What's less likely to happen? Say draw to Wolves or Arsenal?
What's more likely to happen is we get a result, whether it's a draw or win.
So what's less likely to happen?
Yeah.
City beating Wolves or Arsenal beating United?
What's less likely to happen? Arsenal beating Man United.
But then City haven't won a game in the last 4 Premier League games.
But they're playing against bottom of the league, Wolves.
If Wolves weren't that good, then they wouldn't have got a result against you.
Bro, they did get a result of us, and so
they're a
what?
good team.
And the same
And
team
you
that
beat Man United.
you needed 2 own goals at home to beat
So
in the
we beat-
90th minute.
what's the word?
That's the same team.
We beat them.
You
though.
beat them, but you never scored a single goal. They had to score for you.
That's how good we are.
That's crazy. No, that's how good you are that you needed 2 own goals from the bottom of the league.
Did we give them the ball? They're kicking their own net. You know how own goals happen?
Yeah,
Like constant pressure and putting the balls in the right
Pressure.
places.
I don't know if we beating Wolves at 2-1 is pressure. I don't know, but I needed 2 own goals. I don't know if that's pressure, if that's luck. I don't know. You
got
tell
till-
me.
you got-
You tell me, man.
You've got till May anyways.
All right,
bro.
cool. So, last statement.
Arsenal will comfortably beat Manchester United.
Agree. Actually, it won't be comfortable because you guys are good in big games. Disagree. We'll beat you, but it won't be comfortable.
Disagree, and I think we can get a result. Generally, I genuinely, hand on heart, think we can get
We'll
a
beat
result.
you, but it
out
won't be
of Arsenal.
comfortable. It could be. I won't be surprised if it is mad comfortable. You guys just open up. But if I'm gonna go off likelihood, you guys are big games. You just beat City. We'll beat you, but it'll be like a 2-1 or something.
Okay. No, I'm not even gonna rule that out. I'll be madman to say that.
Well,
would
going
happen.
to the league leaders away from home, of course.
Yeah,
you're
of
gonna
course.
rule out losing to
No,
them.
that's what I'm saying. So, but I don't think you'll thrash us. That's the thing. I don't think you. If you beat us, it will be close. I think you can narrowly beat us.
I also wouldn't be surprised if we destroy you. You know, like a 5-1.
Nah.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised.
No, I don't see that happening.
So we did City.
Respectfully,
at
I
Emirates
don't
last
see
season.
that happening, man.
See what did City at Emirates last season. See what did City, and they're way better than you.
Yeah, but City, they set up completely different. They try to keep the ball, and then
Pep
it's
got
just,
taught a lesson that day.
yeah. But we're not gonna play like that. We're not gonna play nowhere near like that. So it's gonna be different. It's gonna be different for sure.
We'll see.
So
But
yeah.
but more likely, I'm gonna say it'll be close.
All right, score prediction.
Likely 2-1, but I also can see a 4-1.
Okay, no fairs.
Well, I'm gonna say 2-1 to be safe.
I'm gonna say 2-2. I think it will be a draw. I don't think it will be a draw, and I think
scored 2 against us.
I think we score 2. Yeah, I think we scored 2.
Teams don't score 2 like that.
I know, but I think the transition is gonna be a big part of that game, and I think we'll get chances. I think Man United will get a lot more chances than you think. Quite a quiet way to end the episode, but thank you guys for tuning in. Please let us know your thoughts. I think there was a lot of discussion here. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of disagreements, agreements, a lot of things about what Sharky said, I said. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments and also your predictions for Sunday. Let us know who you think will win, whether it'll be Arsenal, whether it'll be Man United, and yeah, even add the goal scorers if you can as well. But until next time, peace.